So we're gonna look at preppers. One of the reasons I had wanted to do this is because I actually have preppers in my family. My father and mother and father-in-law are doomsday preppers, and you know they gave us homemade cough syrup for Christmas.
So what is now? I'm very
No clue.
interested in that. So, but I mean, because homemade cough syrup does seem like something, right? Like you could just honey and lemon, like there's all these sort of things like that that you can use. Was it something like that? Like
No,
what did it seem like? What was the like? What did it look like?
I'm telling you guys, it smells worse than anything I've ever smelled. It like
I,
almost has a medicine-y smell, but it's
Hmm.
also just a bunch of herbs. I think they just dump whatever they got in there and some honey, and they're like, "This is." And the funny thing is, when we got it, it was on a big bottle, and it said cough syrup, and it had a skull and crossbones on it that they drew. I was like, "What the fuck you draw that on there for?"
Just a kind of a goof, or like meant to be like this is very strong and it will kill the cough.
so
So
are you excited to get a cold so that you can try it? Or
I told her to throw it. I told my wife, like, come on, man. Look, we're not gonna drink that. And she just threw it away. They also I've talked about them in the past on the older show where they do live in like a modular classroom. If people don't know what that is, they're like out in the middle of the country, and they're if you're remodeling a high school or a school, they'll put these like trailers outside that the students learn in so that they can remodel the school.
portables, that's what they used to be
yeah,
called. Like in around where we're from, where Kevin and I are from, they call those portables.
So they somehow bought one of those on a plot of land in the middle of fucking nowhere, and ever since then they've been stockpiling stuff. It's only got 2 rooms in
So
it.
hang on a second. Like you mean they just bought an RV or they bought an
I don't know.
actual it's not an RV. You're saying it's an actual portable, like it's a thing that it was a classroom before.
Yeah, it was 2 classrooms is what it was. It was a really big, like, 2 classrooms. There's a front room and there's a back room. There's like a teacher's office, which is the bedroom, and then there is,
So have you've been inside it before?
yeah, I go there. Well, I'm not going there anymore because they just sold it and they're moving some to my brother-in-law, who is also a prepper but hates my guts.
Now, did they sell it to a homeowner or to a school district?
I have been begging my wife to find out how much they sold that thing for, because I was like, it's got to be 10. You can't sell it for more than $10,000. It's real shit. But half of the place is filled with like pickled stuff and like jarred.
Yeah, so I wanted to get into that a little bit. I think of like doomsday preppers, I guess, as having the dehydrated stuff, that you're gonna rehydrate or whatever. Obviously, a lot of weaponry would be associated with it as well because you can go rob people of their stuff.
That's not why they do it, Chris. The weaponry is so people don't rob you.
No, so you can just have weaponry, and the way I see it, and then you could just go. I mean, that's the oldest thing in the book from all the movies and everything. You just need a gun, and then it's like, oh, you have all this great stuff, but you don't have a gun. Well, guess what? I have a gun, so now I have all your great stuff.